Good morning. Today we're doing lesson 4-6. Okay, 4-6. And that is partial products, or using partial products to multiply two-digit numbers. And we have come up with partial products before, and I believe I've shown you this way when we were doing the area models just to compare. But we're actually now just going to be using the partial products without the area model. So I'm going to show you how to do that. The example that they give on page 150 in your book says to find 12 times 15. And let's do 12 times 15. I just want to make sure you can see that okay on the video. You know what? I'm going to use a black pen. My black pen is running out, but still I think it's probably better. So 12 times 15. Now, in the book, it has you estimate first to see what your answer should be. Okay, so that when you do your answer, your actual problem, and if it's close to your estimate, then that's like checking your work. Like, like, okay, it's close, so I probably did it right. If I look at this problem, I could just change the 12 to a 10. Okay, so we're going to estimate first. And I'm going to do 10 times 15. Okay, because 12 is close to 10. That's an easy number to multiply by, and I get 150. Okay, so that's my estimate. So now we're going to do the real problem. When you are doing a multiplication problem without using a picture and area model, you need to write it vertically. Okay, so that's 12 times, well, doesn't really matter, but we'll put a bigger number on top. 15 times 12. Doesn't matter so much with two-digit numbers, but when you get into three-digit numbers, it's, I think, easier to keep it organized if your bigger number is on top, okay? So when we're doing partial products, we need to remember that the 1 here is actually a 10, so this is really 10 plus 5. Okay, so we have a 10 in the, or 1 in the tens place and a 5 in the ones place, and 12 is a 10 and a 2. Okay, so 1 10 and 2 1s. And we need to remember that for place value. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take the 2 and you're going to multiply it by, you cannot see good. I'm having pen problems. So you're going to take the 2 and you're going to multiply it by the 5 in the ones place and the 1 in the tens place. So you're going to wind up with 2 times 5, and you're going to put your partial products here. That's 10. Okay, and then you're going to wind up with 2 times the 1 here, and that's actually 10. So 2 times 10 is 20. Okay, so now you're done multiplying by the 2. Okay, now you're going to multiply the 5 and the 1 by the 1 in the tens place down here. Okay, so you're going to do 1. Let me erase these other arrows. You did that. Okay, then you're going to multiply the 1 by the 5, so you'll have 1 times 5. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not 1 times 5, is it? What is this 1 here? That's actually a 10. So 10 times 5, because that's 5 1s. So 10 times 5 is 50. All right. And then you're going to multiply the 1 in the tens place here by the 1 in the tens place here. So that's going to be 10 times 10, which is 100. Okay, so when you write your partial products, you need to make sure that all your ones are lined up, all your tens are lined up, all your hundreds, so that when you add all your partial products together, everything's in the right place. So we've got 0, and then 1, 2, 3 plus 5 is 8, and then a 1. Okay, so my actual answer is 180, which is pretty close to 150, so I feel like I did that right. Okay, and that's just comparing to your estimate to make sure your answer is close. So the real answer is 180. All right, and this is how we're going to do it today. Let me just show you how that compares to the area model. Okay, so if I had my 4 squares drawn, okay, I would have 10 plus 5 either on the top or the side, it doesn't matter, and then 10 plus 2 going down the side. 30. Okay, and then you can see each one of these partial products is going to be in one of these boxes. So 10 times 10, that's here. 10 times 10 is 100. Okay, 10 times 5, that's right here. That's 50. 10 times 2, that's right here. That's 20. And then 2 times 5, that's here. That's a 10. And so I have these 4 numbers, and when I add them all up, 100 plus 50 plus 20 plus 10, I'm going to get 180. Okay, so you're going to get the same answer either way you do it. Today we're practicing this way, the partial products way. But down the line, you'll be able to choose which way you like better to do it. Okay, so this is how we do it, just using the partial products without drawing a picture. Okay, so I'm going to do another one as an example. I'm going to do the bottom of page 150. There's a problem there that has some incorrect answers, and we're going to look at that and see and fix it, see what's wrong, and fix that problem. So I'm going to erase this. Okay, so the problem at the bottom of page 150 is 26 times 12, and then they put the partial products already on there. Okay, so they have 12, 40, 600, and 2,000. Okay, so excuse me. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna go through each partial product and see where they made a mistake, because there's a mistake in here somewhere. So 26, we need to remember, is 20 and 6, and 12 is 10 and 2. Okay, so if I go ahead and do all my partial products, that's going to be 2 times 6 equals 12. Okay, so that matches up here with this, so that's right. Okay, then I'm going to do 2 times 20. Okay, so that was 2 times 6, and now 2 times 20. Okay, because the 2's in the tens place. So 2 times 20 is 40. Ugh, what a mess. Okay, and that matches up. Check. Okay, so these two are right, those two partial products. Okay, so now I'm done with this 2, and I need to multiply by the 1 in the tens place, this 10. Okay, so 10 times 6, that's here, 10 times 6, that equals 60. Ah, look, they put a 600 instead of a 60. They added a 0 there, so that was not right. Okay, So now let's do, this is going to be 10 times 20, right? So the 1 in the tens place times the 2 in the tens place, that's a 20. So that's going to be 10 times 20, which equals 200, because there's 2 zeros, and they put 3 zeros here. Okay, so they made 2 mistakes. So their answer would have been a lot larger than what it should have been. So what we should have is 12 plus 40 plus 60 plus 200, and that gives us 310. Okay, what would they have gotten? They would have gotten a 2, a 5, a 6, and a 2,652. That's a very big mistake. Very, very large difference. Okay, so this was not right. Okay, they added too many zeros here. Okay, so I'm going to erase this and then assign you your problems for the day. Okay, so you're going to do pages 151 and 152. Problems 3, 4, 3, oh, I see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 16. Okay, and let's just read through the directions. Okay, so for problems 3 and 4, it says find all the partial products, then add to find the final product. Draw area models as needed. So if you need to do an area model for 3 and 4, you can. Okay, it says you can. So you would draw your area model and find your partial products for 3 and 4 if you want to. Otherwise, you just list the partial products. Okay, so you remember that 23 is 20 plus 3, 14 is 10 plus 4. Hopefully you guys can see that. Okay, then you'll do 4 times 3 is 12. All right, and 4 times 20, okay, because the 2's in the tens place, 4 times 20 is 80. Okay, so I'll just do this problem with you, okay? Then we'll try it with the area model, and then I'll send you on your way. And then we have 1 in the tens place, so 10 times 3 in the ones place. So 10 times 3 is 30, and 10 times 20, because this is now we're both in the tens place, 10 times 20, that is 200. And then you would add them all up. 8, 9, 10, 12, and 3. So 320. Okay? You're going to need to estimate to check and see if your answer is correct or close to the right answer. So I could say here 23 is close to 25. Okay, so this is our estimate. Estimate. Okay. And 14 is close to 15. I'm just going to do compensation. I'm not going to round. I'm going to do close to, so I can get as close to the real answer as possible. So times 15. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to break apart the 15 into 10 plus 5. I'm going to do 10 times 25 is 250. And 5 times 25, if I'm thinking about quarters, 4 quarters in $1, plus another 25, that's 125. So that was 5 times 25. 125. And then if I add them together, 7, I get 375, which is pretty close to 320. So that's my estimate, just to check and see, is it about right? Okay. Now, it says you can use the area model if you want to on these problems. So I can do that here. 20 plus 3, 10 and 4. So 10 times 20 is 200. 10 times 3 is 30. 4 times 20 is 80. 4 times 3 is 12. And then look, I get all the same partial products. So it's going to add up to 320. Okay, you would just add those up. All right, so there's your area model, your partial products, your estimate. And I am going to make sure you have you could circle the problems that you're supposed to do on your paper. And let's see, so 3 and 4, it says you can use the area model if you want to. And then 5 through 12, all of these problems are the same. You can use the area model, you could do partial products or do partial products and check with the area model if you're unsure. Okay, as it says here, draw area models as needed if you need to, and if you want to. And then for problems 13 and 16, 13 says the Castillo de San Marcos is a Spanish fortress that was built between 1672 and 1695. Round to the nearest 10,000, how many pesos did it cost to build the fortress? So in the picture, it says the actual amount of pesos, and the problem asks you to round. So this is just review, practicing. Round to the nearest 10,000. So find the 10,000th place, and then round to the nearest 10,000th place for how many pesos, about how many pesos it cost to build the fortress. And then it said how many years did it take to build the fortress. So it took between 1672 to 1695. So you had to find out how many years between those two dates did it take. That's how much time it took to build. And then number 16 says which set of numbers has the missing partial product? Which set of numbers has the missing partial product and the final product? Oh, I see. So you're going to choose A, B, C, or D that completes these blanks here, or which one of these correctly fills in these blanks. Okay, A, B, C, or D for your partial products. And then that's it for today. And then you'll take a picture of your work that you can either do it in the book if you have room, or use scratch paper or a notebook. Take a picture and turn it into Google Classroom. And I will see you guys later. Bye.